That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, Jaguars 0.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 27. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and 4. Etienne once more. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards for number 11.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that's complete to Adams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lawrence to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Seven, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 6.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Stafford down to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Lawrence.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath ETN.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Another toe for ETN. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 76 yards now for ETN, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, ETN. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
They'll run with ETN.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Being chased out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and a couple. Stafford looks to throw again. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Nifty move. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A quick throw here out to Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
So nothing doing there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Stafford. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell
from 17 yards out.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nacua,
53 yards.
and the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Rams 28, Jaguars 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He gets it to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
ETN, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Johnny Mundt.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Jaguars 31, Rams 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid stiff arm.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Williams.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Brown goes in motion left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one into the hands of Washington. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a carry for Allen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Tootin will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Jaguars 38, Rams 35.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two.
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking. Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
And he goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here's Stafford.
Open man, that's Puka. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
At the 4-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4.
Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Adams from 4 yards out.
And the Rams have regained the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence finding Allen.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A short throw there to Strange.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Here's first down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Stafford.
Pass complete, it's Adams.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
The field goal unit on the sideline. One final play to decide the ball game.
One last throw here for Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play,